How much we love these boats, dude. My dad and I actually bought one together. We have the Stealth X. We've had it for a couple years now, and it's been a freaking awesome experience. We live in Salt Lake City, Utah, and just the ability to take that thing. I have a 4Runner, so I put it on the roof. We've trailered it. Either way, it's been super easy. I mean, my little brother and I will go and hit mountain lakes and things like that. And just the ability, just the two of us being able to load it up on my roof, take it off easily, go out, go hit the lake or even a smaller river, just for a couple hours, is so much fun. And yeah, just I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's been a blast, being able to easily go somewhere where normally we wouldn't be able to fish, from the shore or in a full-size drift boat. Yeah, it just makes the ease of fishing and being able to explore new areas that much easier. So it's awesome.
Last summer, we took our Flycraft out on the first float camp trip that we've ever done. So we used the gear rack and we loaded it up with all of our camping gear. And
everything
you could ever need. Like, it has plenty of room. We started way up the river, fished all day, caught fish all day, and then we camped overnight. But in the morning, we woke up and made breakfast, loaded up the Flycraft again, and set out for the rest of the river. You want to tell the rest of the story?
I mean, it was probably one of the most epic days because the Flycraft, you can just get right where you need to be and just float really nicely. And we were just able to get our flies right on the bank, or right, a couple inches from the bank, and we were just crushing fish non-stop. It was probably the most epic day on big old foam flies, and it was so fun just to have that memory. I think we call them our little river date nights. We take out the Flycraft and just row it, and so it was really fun to have that special memory on the Flycraft too.
Right, and I'll add at that lunchtime, so we stopped for lunch after a big rapid. There was a nice little pullout, and there was just some monster crickets just covering the entire shore, and we would pick up handfuls of these crickets and throw them into the water, and these 19 to 22 inch rainbows and browns were just going wild. And
yeah, we would stand at the very tip of the Flycraft and just sit afterwards. So it was really fun to be able to do that.
Right. And prior to getting the Flycraft, really we were shore fishermen. We would fly fish the best that we can, but there's something about a boat that really opens up the river to you and gives you things that you can't reach otherwise. And we were brand new to drift boats and rafts and things like that. So Flycraft was something I was very comfortable with learning, and I would suggest it to anybody who's wanting to get into it and learn how to row. It's very easy to row, and it's very forgiving because it is a raft, and it's been solid.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even as I feel a woman, it's so easy and fun to row too. I love getting behind the oars and rowing down the river as well too. And I feel comfortable doing it. And even if we hit a rock or two, we just bounce off and just keep going. So it's great. We love the Flycraft.
I'm AJ Garcia. I help run a nonprofit called Twin Territory. We try to get kids outside and away from video games. I'm super excited to use my Flycraft to take kids out, show them how to fly fish, teach them how to row, show them how to read water so they can be safe around it. I'm really excited to float some areas that, other boats can't reach. We ask kids to bring us video games in exchange for outdoor gear, and we hold events all across the Wasatch Front for kids. This was my first season with one, this last season. So I'm fairly new to rowing and still learning. And my favorite thing about it is how little it is and how versatile it is. I can use it on the lakes, pushing for carp, or I can use it on the Weber. The first time me and my dad took our boat out, we were into the green, but we caught a bunch of fish and it was a really fun time.
I'm Cameron Garcia, I'm his brother. I've been doing Twin Territory, trying to get kids and teens off the couch, away from video games and back into the outdoors, ever since I was in 3rd grade. Flycraft is something I've always dreamed of. I remember rowing one my first time when I was probably 9 years old out on Pineview. It was just an absolute blast, and finally made that dream a reality and got our boat last season. So a lot of fun there. Honestly, the thing that I love about it is, like my brother said, it was versatility for us. It's super lightweight, which means that you're able to get it into some really thin water, and you can carry it into those lakes that most people aren't going to go to. So being able to have that, like I said, like my brother said, versatility on the water, you can go into super thin water and catch some monster fish out of it. It's been a freaking awesome time being able to learn how to row on something that makes it this easy.